Hello, everybody. As he mentioned, I'm Mark Visco, founder and CEO of Suitable. And we're helping college students get their dream job by the time they graduate. And we're doing this through an online career development platform that enables college students to engage with future employers and their campus in ways they've never been able to before. I'm excited to tell you all about it, but first, let me take you back to last year when I graduated college. It was actually while I was in school that I found it extremely difficult to put together a sensible game plan that I knew confidently was going to lead me to my ideal career by the time I graduated. This was common amongst my friends, my peers, and my classmates, and I remember thinking to myself, it can't be just me feeling this or us feeling this, and there has to be a better way. And it turns out that I was right. Just last year, over half the college graduates reported being underemployed, which means they're in jobs that weren't paying them a competitive salary, they were in jobs that weren't relating to what they studied in school, or they weren't in jobs at all. And you can imagine that employers also feel the weight of this disconnect. 2/3 of them reported being unsatisfied with their entry-level hires, and if you consider that there are employers that spend millions of dollars on addressing this issue, there's no way we can accept this result and let this continue any longer. In fact, it was while I was in school, I had the opportunity to work in the career development office and see firsthand from all three sides, and I truly understand what the missing link is. Now, to describe this, I'd like you to all pretend for a second that you're a college student, and you just picked your major. Now, imagine it was completely and utterly up to you to decide what classes and courses you needed to take to graduate on time with your major if given just a list of every potential opportunity or class that your school offered with no advisors, no structure, none of that involved. It was all up to you. I'd imagine we have many less college graduates each year. But thankfully, universities invented the transcript. It let students understand what they needed to do and when they needed to do it to graduate on time with the degree they always wanted. Now, from the career standpoint, it's back to square zero, and students are literally just making it up as they go, getting any experience they can, and just hoping it sticks by the time they graduate and apply for a job at their employers. Now, we're here to say that there's no more making it up as we go, and no more just hoping students figure it out by the time they graduate. And no more relying on technology that's just not cutting it and is not speaking to millennials and job seekers of the student population. These sites are just looking backwards in time, which is delivering little value to students who haven't even gotten their first entry-level job yet. So instead, students need technology that looks forward with them and actually thinks about their future career aspirations and jobs with them. It's time to think ahead, and it's time to use Suitable, which is a gamified web application that allows students to view future job requirements at a finer grain level than current job descriptions, all laid out by their employer, telling them what skills to build and how to build them. Now, this isn't just high-level advice like get an internship or be a leader. This is day-to-day activity that builds proficiency in skills they're going to need day one on the job. So whenever they finally sit down with the employer, they say, hey, here's what I've done to prepare for this job. Here's why I'm different than the stack of resumes on your desk, and here's why you should hire me. Now, this is a humongous opportunity, but just initially, through our current customers, we believe the school opportunity to be $420 million a year, and the employer opportunity to be $500 million a year, totaling the initial market opportunity to almost $1 billion. Now, as Bobby mentioned, we're off to a strong start. And before I jump into this slide, I'm proud to announce that just last night, this slide has become outdated. And we actually closed our 6th paying school, IUP, and have increased our student network to over 7,500 students. While we're still continuing to work with large employers that recruit nationally, who also care about this problem. So I've proven students need this. We ran a pilot at Pitt this past academic year and had a 97% active engagement rate. Schools love it because they now understand what their students are doing outside the classroom to succeed. And And also, what types of activity are driving on-campus engagement? Employers, they tell me they gotta have it. They're telling me, Mark, Suitable is gonna allow me to get in front of the top talent early on and have a practical way at impacting my future hiring outcomes. So we're gonna keep onboarding schools as fast as we can, putting up barriers to entry to any competitors who wanna try to enter the market, and increasing our student network. Then, as we do this, we're going to be simultaneously utilizing the network of these universities to rapidly onboard companies. Then monetizing and scaling this network effect to harvest more data and acquire more customers. So right now, we're laser focused on the next 12 months, where we're going to build out our student network to over 50,000 students across 50 universities and onboard 100 companies. And the team is completely committed to doing this. We have a strong technical and business mixture, along with a great set of advisors who have deep knowledge in data analytics, successful startup experience, and some with direct domain expertise, like Indeed.com, the largest hiring site in the world. So I leave you now with our vision, which is our vision of being the place where students or people go to achieve their career goals, and companies go to hire the best talent. We're looking for individuals who are ready to suit up with us and tackle this large opportunity and solve this humongous problem. Thank you.